where is the money? That's how my day started with that question, but it's actually how many of my days have begun because I have everybody asking me, where is the money? It's my family and friends. They're asking me all the time, why haven't you made all this money? Where is it? I said, well, today I'm going to do it. You're holding back. My brother sent me a t-shirt. He had it made. It said, just do it now. That was several months ago. I still didn't do it. But today I said, okay, I'm going to tell them. And so I wrote something, and I'm going to continue this series because I need you to understand this. I wrote something, said I didn't want to be a modern mystic, and I knew people wouldn't understand what that meant. So I found this wonderful video. Strange how that happens. This video shows up where this guy is being interviewed. Thomas is being interviewed, and he's explaining exactly what I knew and exactly what my process is. And how we know things about you. It's just how we were born. But for many of us, that's really challenging. For me, it's been challenging for most of my life. And then just before that, I came across a video talking about Saint Teresa of Avila. I never heard of her. This has happened so much as well that people will talk about certain historical figures or teachers or scientists or philosophers, and I've never heard of them. But somehow I had the information. Somehow I downloaded the information and I've written about it and I've put it together. And I had to look at the fact that I've done that, and I had to come into acceptance. We all do that. We have to accept who we are. I spent years hiding this gift, and it didn't even make sense, but I knew, and a lot of folks will talk about this, and if you listen to the thing about Saint Teresa back from 1500, you will understand it's gone on forever. We think they're not going to get this, they're not going to understand, and they're going to judge us. They're going to think we're crazy. They're going to think it's, until it happens later, that, oh, they were correct. They had this. I've talked about my precognitive ability. I didn't understand that, but it's there. I didn't even want to use the word mystic. I had forgotten that I'd even brought it up until I went back and saw that I did tell you a little bit back in January, but now I'm doing it more because it's important. The information that I have, and I knew where we were going in our world. And if you look at the world now, you can see what's happening. We have a lot of division, anger, hatred, weather problems, all of it's going on. Things that I wrote about. It is a change in our civilization that's supposed to happen, which we've been through before. But I just happen to be one of the people who lived a life that gave me the ability to understand this and now bring something back to the world where we all can evolve, including me, and that's what I'm doing. When I sent out my information yesterday, I always struggle with this because I said, I got to give them more, and that's why I offered the 2 extra sessions, because I know that if I worked with you, you're going to get so much more value out of all of this, because you stop. I have people, they start in the program and then they give up because, you went to counseling, you went to therapy, or you bought programs. How many programs have you bought where you stopped? You thought, this is a great idea and I'm going to do this now and I'm going to keep going. And then you stop. I've done all of those things, and I'm taking care of that. I said, I don't want people to do that anymore. But also what that means is that I'm going to devote my time and commit fully to this work, because our world is changing. And if I don't do this, who knows what we're going to have. I feel that responsibility of the condition of our world, which is why I work with my clients the way that I do. Any of you, and I went through this the other day, and so I was trying to explain this to another associate, that I was working with a vocal client actually, and that I've struggled with this for so long, and many of you have experienced it. When I'm working with someone, I can see what's there. Doesn't matter what context we're working in, whether it's your voice or working with your life. I can see what's there. I have that vision. I have that intuition. I can read it. And then I always have this, I got to get you to understand. I push myself so much. I want you to understand. And sometimes you're not going to get there, and you're not going to get there right away. And I know most people don't even understand what I'm saying now. You might just unsubscribe or not listen to the video or whatever. That's okay. I know that some of you know that you've changed and you're moving in a new direction, and you want some guidance, you want some help, and you want to finally break through all of your crap. That is what my work does. My work is very practical. It's not weird and wooey. It's about getting you to the place where you can own yourself, love who you are, understand your purpose and your mission, because you have one. That's why you're in the world. And once you can do that, you have this successful, happy life. And our world then starts to change. You are that important. Now, not everybody's going to understand that. I do. And as you listen to some of these other folks, and if you do any research, you will understand the information I'm talking about. And there are going to be a few changes coming up in our world. They're going to be a little uncomfortable for many of us because it's going to look like everything's falling apart. I'm telling you that if you work on yourself, you're going to understand that's not what's happening. You're building something new because we're creating a different world, but it depends on you becoming the best person, the most successful, and the most prosperous person that you can become. And I am taking those people, I am guiding as many people as possible to that place, and that is the work that I'm doing. Hope you join me.